What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the BiggDro Show, episode 4. Thank you for watching, especially while the show is in these early stages. I really don't know the format yet. I'm still finding my rhythm and my groove. I got a new microphone, so I've got professional sounding sound now. My tech friends' heads were exploding. They're like, Brian, I love what you're doing here, but you sound hollow and tinny. And I'm like, I don't want to sound hollow and tinny. Actually, Hollow and Tinny was the name of my punk rock band in high school. We never did make it as far as we thought. God, Joey could sing. So, welcome back. Like I said, still figuring out the format. Things will be improving. Things will be changing. New lights, new sound. Who knows? New host. I might fire myself, seriously, if I don't get it in gear and shape things up. Things could change. Come back next week. There's a short Korean woman in my seat. And I'm going to be like, listen, Debbie, why are you sitting there? Who fired me? I mean, Deborah sounds like somebody from Jersey who tells Mikey to take his feet off the coffee table because she just cleaned it and he's getting his ashes everywhere. Damn it, Joey, Bobby, Mikey, Tony. What the hell am I talking about? So I've been touching upon this in every episode. The SpiderMan trailer, it finally came out. It's got all the villains in the world. It's got the villains from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, the villains from the Andrew Garfield ones. They didn't show Tobey or Andrew, but they did show Lizard, Doc Ock, Electro, Jamie Foxx is back. What do you guys think? Too many villains? I don't know. I hope, sometimes with too many villains, look no further than Batman Forever is a bad thing. I love Jim Carrey. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. But when Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze is saying things like, the Iceman cometh, which he does say, and this winter is going to be cold, you gotta be careful, all right? Even Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight. I didn't need the Two-Face character. It's like, look, buddy, I get it. Half your face is burnt, but put the coin down, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Spider-Man No Way Home, trailer's out. Are you guys pumped? Will Tobey and Andrew be in the movie? Will Venom be in the movie? The famous symbiote did not make an appearance in the trailer, but I think we're going to see Eddie Brock. I think we're going to see Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, not Venom. Maybe cross paths with Peter Parker in this one. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Venom in the bonus scene at the end. What do you guys think? But our first topic that I want to talk about is Amazon is not accepting Visa anymore. How are they going to break up MasterCard and Visa? I have a Visa. What am I supposed to do now? That's right. Amazon is like, look, I know you're a major form of payment and you're a famous duo, for decades now, but we're not going to take you. It's like, how could they break up a duo that famous? It'd be like breaking up Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears back in the day. I wasn't going to tell them they couldn't both wear that much denim. It'd be like breaking up Salt and Pepper, Mario and Luigi, Ken and Ryu, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It's like Reebok and Nike. It's like ketchup and mustard. It's like being tall and lower back pain. Walking up to peanut butter. No, you can't lay with that jelly in between that bread. Just shows you how big Amazon is that they can be like, nah, we're not going to take that major form of payment. Most people, that's all they have, MasterCard and Visa. I know they got Apple Pay now, which I love. Every time I pay with Apple Pay, I feel like a Jedi. That'll be $48.50, sir. And then I'm just like, these are not your funds. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, oh, Apple Pay, sorry, $48.50. There you go. Makes that cool sound effect. They're just trying to make it easier and easier to get our money. We don't even need to hand them physical money anymore. You just gotta literally look at your phone, give it the nod, and your iPhone's like, I got this, I'll give them the money. Anytime you wanna pay with Apple Pay, you just gotta look at your phone and give it the nod. Kind of like when a coach looks at a player on the bench, it's your time, Timmy. Get in the game. But yeah, I feel like a Jedi every time I pay with Apple Pay. But yeah, Amazon doing away with Visa. What's up with that? That's all most people have is MasterCard and Visa. And every once in a while, you get that weird friend who has a Discover card. That's always embarrassing when you're out and you're eating. They're like, come to get the check, and your buddy's like, do you guys take Discover? And you're just like, oh my God, what are you doing, Mike? Use a MasterCard or Visa like all of us. I'm so sorry, ma'am. And then she's like, we actually do take Discover. And you're like, oh, wow, okay, let's get this embarrassing exchange over with then. So sorry, thanks. You better tip well, Mike. Discover. Who uses a Discover card? What are you discovering? That most people don't take that card? Discover card. Although, who's having the last laugh now? The Discover people. They can shop on Amazon, probably. Are you pissed off? Do you have Visa? I'll probably just use my Apple Pay. I'm probably just going to make my purchases like a Jedi. But yeah, so Amazon's doing away with Visa. That's crazy. Okay, I'm really excited about this. There's a new trailer out for a movie called Don't Look Up, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Tyler Perry. Really exciting cast. And I think what's definitely newsworthy is that it's a huge blockbuster movie headlined by Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's a Netflix movie. Leo has gone streaming. The biggest theatrical blockbuster movie star that we have is officially a Netflix guy. And I love, he looks like, instead of the typical leading man, Indiana Jones saving the day, he looks like a timid, shy scientist or meteorologist or something. The movie is about a comet heading towards Earth, and it's going to kill everybody. And Leo and the people he works with, they're the ones who got to bear the weight of this information and somehow let the public know. Jonah Hill looks like he plays a hilarious character, potentially a politician who's thick-headed and not sensing the urgency that Leo's trying to let him know. He's like, Jonah, we're going to die by a comet. And Jonah's like, money, business, finance. And he's like, Jonah, a comet, we're all going to die. And Jonah Hill's like, oh my God, what did you say? I'm too busy being rich and making money. And so that's what Leo's dealing with in the movie. And Meryl Streep, she's a doll. She looks like she's having fun in that trailer, as is everybody. It looks like a good movie. Fun fact, when I first moved to Hollywood and started acting, my first job ever in Hollywood was with Jonah Hill. This is before Superbad came out, before he was a known name. It was for a TV show called Campus Ladies. And I'm going over my lines. I'm in the trailer. In walks Jonah Hill with like 9 scripts in his hand, and he's studying them all. And I'm like, don't we just have one scene with like 5 words? What's going on? And he's like, no, these are for all these other movies and opportunities. And I'm like, who are you? Well, little did I know, he was the second lead in Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio, coming out on Netflix December 10th. Check out the trailer. Let me know what you think. Good to know that Jonah Hill's career went one way and mine went another. Really nice guy. Seen him out a couple times since then, and I looked at him like I look at my phone when I want to pay through Apple Pay. Okay, Barstool Sports in controversial stuff, but not to do with owner Dave Portnoy. More about a top 10 list of female singers. They had ASHLEE Simpson on it. I might have to remind you who that is. ASHLEE Simpson, sister of Jessica Simpson. But yeah, she's on the top 10 list. It was trending. People were losing their minds. They're like, how is ASHLEE Simpson considered a top 10 female artist of all time? People are angry about this. They're tweeting. They're like, ASHLEE Simpson isn't top 10. Probably some huge ASHLEE Simpson fans are like, she's top 5. But no, people are like, what is Barstool Sports thinking? I'll tell you what they're thinking. They're thinking that people like me and you are going to be talking about it because it's so blasphemous. Top 10, number 7. Get out of here. I had to Google her. I had to look up her music. I couldn't even remember one song. One of her songs is called La La, and La La is a way of saying sex. Like in the song, it's like, I want you look so good, I want to la la you on the kitchen floor. I'm like, no, I don't like this, okay? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's using la la as a sexual term. No guy gets home from work and looks at his girl and it's like, I've been working all day, but you look sexy, babe. What do you say we go in the other room and la la? No girls with their friends like, oh my God, I'm hanging out with Mark tonight. I hope we la la. Nobody's doing that. I don't like that term. It's la lame, okay? But Barstool knew what they were doing. They knew people would be outraged, and if you were to make a list, top 3 basketball players of all time, and you were like, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, nobody's going to really talk about it. They're going to be like, yeah, cool, whatever, sounds about right. But if you were like, my top 3 basketball players are Michael Jordan, John Starks, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, people would be like, huh? John Starks, the New York Knick, he did dunk on Jordan from the baseline in the 90s, which was pretty dope. Or not on him, but around him, near him, in the vicinity. But yeah, it's like they made this list because they knew. I think they were in the meeting. They were like, yo, Phil, put ASHLEE Simpson at number 7. It'll be hilarious. It'll probably trend. But yeah, they knew what they were doing. ASHLEE Simpson. I mean, I celebrate her entire collection and listen to ASHLEE Simpson in the shower every night before I go to bed. But other than me, I don't think other people are as big as fans. All right, now we're going to talk about Harry Styles. Harry Styles did a photo shoot with Dazed magazine. As you can see, he's wearing incredibly manly and alpha type clothing. I'm just kidding. He's in touch with his feminine side. Harry Styles has not ever admitted if he's gay, straight, bisexual. Says he likes to keep that a mystery. Well, Harry, I don't know how mysterious it is with this photo shoot, but you look good, kid. The guy pulls it off well. Me, I couldn't do that. If I went into 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee in that outfit, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to sell it to me. They're going to be like, you got to get out of here, sir. I mean, it looks great, but what do you guys think? Is the spectrum on men and women going to continue to change? Is this just a pop star wearing an elaborate outfit to get a rise out of us and to make us talk? Or is this here to stay? Are boys going to be dressing like girls, girls like boys? Look, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say men and women anymore. I know there's a whole spectrum of genders and sexualities. You can't ask anybody if you're talking to them, hey, are you a guy or a girl? You can't assume anything. If you want to figure out, the gender of the person you're talking to, maybe ask them how many bathing suits they own. If the answer is 97, it's probably a woman. No man ever had more than one bathing suit. Most men don't even have a bathing suit. We have basketball shorts, if we're lucky. In fact, men would just wrap a newspaper around their waist if there wasn't a woman to be like, don't do that, Henry. Bring the newspaper back. I wanted to read the movie section. Remember, that's how you used to check out the movies in the newspaper? Couldn't see the trailers unless you went to the movie theater, kids. You got Russell Westbrook wearing a dress. I don't know. Are you guys going to start wearing dresses? I don't know. I only like to wear dresses when I'm alone in the shower and crying. Sandy Hook families won a defamation lawsuit case against Alex Jones. Alex Jones, I feel like, looks like the little spoiled brat girl in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when she blows up like a blueberry. I want it now, Daddy. That's who he looks like, but he sounds like Cookie Monster. I want it now, Daddy. Alex Jones, conspiracy theories, the Democrats, Trump, conspiracy theories, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I mean, fuck this guy. This guy with his conspiracy theories. Could you imagine if you had a family member in the Sandy Hook tragedy, a victim of gun violence, and then you get this blueberry spouting off at the mouth that it's just actors and it's all fake? I don't know how anybody can listen to a podcast by a guy who sounds like that. Well, I'll tell you what's going on, everybody. It's a conspiracy. It's Pizzagate. It's a Democrat. It's Hillary Clinton. She's hiding under your bed. Maybe that guy needs a cookie. I want it now, Daddy. DaBaby back in the news. DaBaby had to film his baby mama, Danny. Danny and DaBaby. Danny and DaBody. I mean, DaBaby. Danny DaBaby. Danny DaBaby. Danny DaBaby sounds like Danny DeVito's sitcom spinoff where he's a new dad. But yeah, DaBaby's live streaming and filming his girl. The poor actual baby, the real baby, is caught in the middle of all of this. I think in general, guys, leave your drama off social media. But what do you think? Should he have done that? Was that a good thing? She got arrested apparently on abuse or something. But really, I think the baby, the real baby, not the baby. Man, that would be hard in a conversation. Imagine you were the babysitter. So I was watching the baby, and then the baby comes home, and the baby starts crying, and the baby's yelling at me. Wait, I'm sorry, which baby? The baby was yelling, and the baby was crying, and then the baby was yelling at me. How many babies are we talking about here?